Alright, so I was advised to make a tutorial for modding textures in Saints Row 1 or 2. They're basically the same each way, just a little bit different in very minuscule ways. So this is just for SR2. The general workflow is get the texture, unpack, edit, repack, and then put it in the game. And there's two ways you can put it back in the game. You can use SR2 Mod Manager, which is pretty good, or you can just do it the Gentleman of the Row way, which everyone seems to do. So let's go ahead and go step by step. So, the easiest way to do it to get started is inside of Gentleman of the Row. If you go to optional mod stuff and then tools, there's this right here called extract package, right? What you want to do is just open that. What you want to do is just click extract, and then you want to get the SR2 files textures.vpp and pegs.vpp and just put them somewhere. You kind of want to have them together because you need both of them for a texture. For example, this right here, I have the peg and JPEG for these tattoos, which I edited. And that's what I'm going to be using for an example. So what you want to do is after you extract the textures and the pegs, find where you put them and then look through them. And then you see which texture you want to edit, right? So, like, for example, I found these, so I'm going to use these. So right now I'm going to use this one. Okay. So the next thing you need is the SR2 peg tool, right? This is what's going to let you open them up, edit them, and then save them, right? So it's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get these two, copy them, put them over here. You don't have to do that. You could just, click and drag them, but like onto the exe. But for the sake of organization, I'm going to copy them over. Now I think I think it's the peg, and you drag it onto the exe. Then it's going to extract it, press any key to close, and you'll see it made a new folder, and this new folder has the raw data in it. Now, what you want to do, don't edit the DDS, you want to edit the PNG file. The PNG file needs to be edited. So what we're going to do, some people have trouble using GIMP or any other editing program, but I know Paint 3D, which comes with Windows 10, works, and I know Paint.net, which is a pretty good tool. It works pretty well. And that's what I've always used, is this right here. So, for example, I'm just going to take it, the PNG, and I'm just going to drag it in, and it's just open it, yeah. And then, here's our custom tattoo. Well, I've already edited this, but what you would do is you would just, edit what you want. You can copy and paste PNGs, you can make new layers, just do whatever. And just to make sure that, just to test this works, I'm going to save it. And it'll automatically do everything. Because it's a PNG, it doesn't need any special compression. So now that it's edited, right? What you want to do is, I don't know if there's a different way to do this, so this is what I do, and it works. Take the peg tool and all the files with it, so just the exe, ini, and the other exe. Put it in the folder with it, and then drag the peg description onto the exe. And then click yes, and then it should work, and it makes a new folder inside of that one. And this is your edited file. Now what you do with this one, now you're already done with the texture edit at this point. After you've done that and you recompile it, you take what you edited, and then you would go to your Gentleman of the Row, optional mod stuff, modders, put your own files here, paste it in there, and then all you have to do at that point is create your patch, drag your 3 files into the game, and then test it and see if it works. That's pretty much it. The only thing is some files, some textures have issues, especially with transparency, because in SR2, having a transparent thing on your image isn't going to work, right? And it's different per item. So, like on this one, it's not transparent, the background's white. But the game reads the code to say, oh, if it's white, then it's transparent, right? The white devil with the translucent skin, man. Yeah. But some logos, if you want to edit logos, it'll do green. It's like a green screen, basically. The green gets nulled out in the game. Sometimes it's blue. Sometimes the textures, they don't actually they're not just raw. Sometimes the textures have this weird, inverted kind of look to them. And I'm not sure why. And basically you just want to kind of match that. You don't want to just try to do your own thing over it. You want to try to match what it did. Unless you can, I think if you look in the peg description file, you can see like, yeah, it'll show you the file size, entry count, and then this is actually how, see, like DXT1. So if you have trouble exporting your image, then when you're saving it, you can try to render it as the right DXT format. But I'm saying, like, because you're editing a PNG, not the DDS, you might not need to. I think the tool does it for you, but it is a good thing to keep in mind. This is also, if you wanted to make a texture like resolution different, you would change the texture's resolution and then come in here and then make it match in here. So whatever you made the image, make sure it matches in here. A lot of this other stuff is more technical, mip maps especially, you know. Yeah, you should be able to just edit and then put it in pretty easily.